Hello viewers, welcome. In today's video, I want to teach you how to identify a member or members of the alkane family, and we have a problem on the board. The question says, which of the following is not a member of the homologous series of the paraffins? Which of the following is not a member of the homologous series of the paraffin, in bracket alkanes? Now we have some possible options: A, C3H8, B, C5H12, C, C7H16, D, C24H48. Okay, so now what the question is trying to say is that all the options here, all the hydrocarbons here belong to the family, the alkane family, also called paraffins. Now there is an option that is wrong. There is a hydrocarbon that does not belong to the group, so we should find the hydrocarbon that does not belong to the group. So we have the first option. We have this hydrocarbon. Of course, we have this hydrocarbon as option B. C, we have this hydrocarbon, and of course D, we have this. Now to find the correct answer to this kind of question, the first thing to do is to know the formula of alkane. You know, the family of alkane differ from the family of alkanes. Okay, so to tackle this kind of question, first we must know the formula of the alkane family. Now, what is the formula of the alkane family? Very simple. Now, this is the formula for the alkane family. We have CnH2n plus 2. CnH2n plus 2, where N is the number of carbon atoms. Okay, so now let's take, for example, the first member of the alkane family is methane. Okay, the first member is methane. So methane has one carbon atom. So how do we find the molecular formula of methane? Very simple. Now, since N in methane is equal to 1, then this can be written as so this is the first member of alkane family. We have methane. Okay, so if N is equal to, I told you that N is the number of carbon atoms. So if N is equal to 1, we're going to have C1H 2 times 1 plus 2. So if you check this out, C1 is equal to C, okay, because there is just one carbon atom, and of course we have hydrogen here. Now 2 times 1 is equal to 2 plus 2 will give us 4. Okay, so the molecular formula for methane is CH4. So that is the first member of methane. So we're going to use this process to identify which of the hydrocarbons from the option given, that we are going to find which of them that is not an alkane or does not belong to the paraffin family. So now this is very simple. The first one is the third member of the paraffin, the third member of alkane. Okay, so we have C3H8. Okay, C3H8. So let's check if this is really a paraffin. Let's check if it is an alkane. Okay, now if our N is equal to 3, now recall that the formula for alkanes is equal to CnH2n plus 2. Okay, now let's assume that N is equal to 3. Then we're going to have something like this. We have C3. So we're going to have C3 we have C3H2 times 3. So we're going to have C3H2 times 3 plus 2. Okay, so if you check this out, we're going to have C3 2 times 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, so this is actually an alkane because it follows this pattern. Okay, so this is actually an alkane. Okay, so this is the third member of alkane family and it is called propane. So this is an alkane and it is not the correct option because the question says which of the following is not a member of the homologous series. Okay, so definitely option A is a member of the homologous series of the paraffins. Okay, so this is a propane, so this option is not correct. Now let's check for B where n is equal to 5. Let's check for B where n is equal to 5. Now for B, where n is equal to 5, we're going to have C5 H2 times 5 plus 2. Okay, so if you check it out, we're going to have C5 H12. Okay, so this is the fifth member of the alkane family, the fifth member of the paraffin series. Okay, so this option is follows the same pattern with the alkanes. Okay, so it is not the correct option because the option says if you find a member that is not a member, we should find which of the hydrocarbons that is not a member of the paraffin family. Okay, so this is pentane. This is the fifth member of the alkane family or the paraffin family and it is called pentane. So let's check for C. Let's check for option C, assuming that n is equal to 7. Now if n is equal to 7, we're going to have something like this. So now if n is equal to 7, we are going to have C7H16, which also follows the same pattern of the alkane family. Okay, so this is not the correct option. This is the seventh member of the paraffin family, heptane. It is called heptane, not hexane, heptane. Okay, now let's check for D. Let's check for D, assuming that n is equal to 24. Now if you check this out, assuming that n is equal to 24, then we're going to have C24H2 times 24, which will give us 48, plus 2, which will give us 50. Okay, so now this option, this hydrocarbon does not follow the pattern of the paraffin family. Okay, does not follow the pattern of the alkane family, so definitely it is not an alkane. Okay, it is not an alkane. It is if this was an alkane, the 24th member of the alkane family, it would have been tetracosane. It would have been tetracosane. The tetracosane has the formula C24H50. Okay, whereas option D has the formula C24H48, which is I believe this could be a member of the alkene family. This could be a member of the alkene family because note that alkenes have the formula. So if you check this out, then we're going to have C24 2 times 24 will give us 48, and this is an alkene and not an alkane. Okay, it is an alkene and not an alkane. So this is the right option, option D. Option D is not a member of the homologous series of the paraffins. As simple as that. So option D is not an alkane but an alkene, tetracosane and not tetracosane. As simple as that. If you're interested in this kind of videos, don't forget to like and share. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel, MST Online Class. Follow me on TikTok, MST Online Class, and of course on Facebook, MST Online Class and MST Command. Thank you for watching and God bless you. See you in my subsequent videos.